Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages or the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come through with the and what messages come through with the cards. So the first card we have is the Temperance. We do have some Sagittarius energy, could be dealing with Sagittarius. We have the Star card. And we do have some Aquarius energy with the Star card. You could also be dealing with an Aquarius. And we've got the Page of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords showing up here at the bottom of the deck. This does feel like an energy of being able to get to a space of being able to either clear the air and also get into a space of being more so stable within this connection. I do feel like there's a sense of stability that feels like you are reaching within a connection, especially if they're happening difficult times. This feels like being able to get to a place of calmer waters within a connection with someone. And I also feel that there's a sense of someone being more open within this connection with you, as well as also you being able to be open with this person. This does feel like an energy of getting to a place that feels more so comfortable within this connection, especially after any kind of difficult situation that may have really involved this connection. But the Temperance card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody who's in a space where they are. I do feel like as far as your connection and even as far as the way that they feel about you, this person looks at you with high regards. I do feel like they have a sense of actually feeling this connection as being one with a lot of potential. And I also feel that there's a sense of experiencing what feels like you give them peace that they really are appreciative of when it comes to being able to enter into a connection with you. And even when it comes to knowing you, this person does feel the sense of being fortunate and blessed to be able to have a connection with you. And I do feel like with the Temperance card showing up over here, this does also feel like a pretty steady energy and this connection evolving in a very steady way. I do feel like with the Temperance card, this feels like being able to move at your own pace, but I do feel like it feels quite comfortable when it comes to doing so. I do feel like with the Temperance card showing up over here, this does also feel like a divine energy, so it does feel like there is a purposeful connection that is happening here with this person. And I do feel like this person sees that within this connection. They feel it quite deeply. But with the Star card, this also feels like a pretty deep energy when it comes to your connection. There's the sense of being able to feel a deep connection. And I also feel that with the Star card, there may be distance on some level within this connection. And I do feel like you could actually be in a space where you really miss someone, or they are somebody who's like that you are longing for. I do feel like you feel their absence, whatever level it's on. I do feel like with the Star card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being quite hopeful about the future. And I do feel like with that Six of Swords showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being able to get to a place where things feel more so stable within this connection. Things feel more comfortable. And I do feel like with that Star card and that hopeful energy, that energy is reciprocated as well. I do feel like with the Star card, this also feels like an energy of thinking about the future, being in a space of thinking about it quite positively and hopefully. I do feel like with the Page of Swords, again, I get a sense that there is going to be some open communication that someone is offering you within this connection. And I do feel like it's something very close on the horizon. But with the Page of Swords showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of somebody trying to be able to reach you, somebody trying to find out more about you. This person is very curious, I do feel like, and I also sense that they also are in a space where they're very interested in you and in your connection. But I do feel like they are trying to find out more about where you're at and where this connection is, and they are trying to approach that in a very reserved way where they are doing it more so as far as being able to keep it on the down low. So this does feel like also an energy of being able to do research behind your back, but I do feel like this person is doing it from a space of wanting to be able to know more, understand you more, and also know how to approach things with you. There could be a sense of this person being in a space of feeling difficulty with being able to reach you as well. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Fool. And we've got the King of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords showing up in the reverse. So this Eight of Swords showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of being able to actually be more so free as far as being open within a connection. So this does feel like a sense of somebody having a lot of limiting beliefs or something that could have been acting as a barrier from this person being able to connect quite deeply with you, being something that is falling away. I do feel like with this Eight of Swords, this person is getting out of their own way, because I do feel like it is a personal thing that could have been somewhat of a barrier from being able to connect quite deeply. But with the Eight of Swords showing up in the reverse, it feels like an energy of being more so open. So there's Ten of Cups showing up over here underneath this Temperance card. This also feels like having stability. I do feel like, especially on an emotional level, when it comes to a connection with somebody, it does feel quite peaceful, especially as far as how this person feels about you and your connection. I do feel like this person has a sense of being in a space where they're really falling quite hard for you. I do feel like with the Fool card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being quite carefree. I do feel like when it comes to outside voices or even outside people trying to influence this person doesn't care what anyone has to say. They are in a space where they are going with this connection. They want to be able to see things through with you. And I do feel like their feelings are quite strong as well. With the King of Cups showing up over here, this King of Cups does feel like a pretty understanding and loving energy as well when it comes to how somebody feels about you, as far as what's motivating this person. I do feel like they have some genuine feelings towards you and your connection. They're quite invested, especially on an emotional level. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have let go of control issues. We have keep an open mind, and we have the Wedding card. So this let go of control issues does feel like an energy of being in a space of having a lot of faith with the connection and where things go. I do feel like also being quite hopeful and optimistic as well when it comes to being in a space of kind of letting go and not trying to control the way things unfold within a situation, letting things happen naturally. I do feel like with the Ten of Cups, this feels like an energy of being in a space of having a journey when it comes to getting to know somebody, whether it's been a long time or it hasn't. Or it's been a short period of time. It does feel like you have known this person for a long time, or it's been a journey within this connection. But with that Six of Swords showing up over here, it feels like an energy of being able to actually get to a good place within a connection. At least I do feel like this is an intention. I also feel like there's an openness to that energy of being able to experience that with you. I do feel like with the keep an open mind card showing up over here, this feels like having a lot of optimism, but I also feel that there's something very different about this person, or you could be very different to this person's usual type, or they could be different from your usual type. I do feel like with the Fool card showing up over here, there is a sense of being in a space of taking a chance, taking a leap of faith, and not letting outside voices influence this person from listening to their heart when it comes to connection. And I do feel like with the Wedding card showing up over here, it feels like a connection, being able to experience what feels like getting to a place of having something stable. Do you get that also with that Six of Swords showing up here at the bottom of the deck? It feels like an energy of reaching a space of being able to experience a more stable energy within this connection. Do you feel like you could have gone through a lot within this connection as well? But I do feel like this is a sense of being able to experience a turning point towards some calmer waters. And with the Ten of Cups, this also feels like an energy of being able to experience a connection that feels like it is the one, or it is the one that you want to be able to really devote oneself towards. And I do feel like also being in a space of wanting to be able to make things more so official. I also feel that when it comes to being able to experience celebrations, it is to do within this love. I do feel like also being in a space of taking that leap of faith towards making things more so committed as well. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you in the next reading. Bye, Cancer.